A tree diagram is a device used to enumerate all the possible outcomes of a sequence of experiments where each experiment can occur in a finite number of ways. A tree diagram allows the total number of possibilities of a predetermined selection to be shown clearly and systematically. In fact, a tree diagram allows the multiplication rule and addition rule to be demonstrated clearly too. This is an example of a tree diagram which is shown in a textbook. This is an example 2 considering the experiment is about tossing a coin 3 times. For the first toss, as you know, for a coin there's only heads and tail. For the first toss, it's either head or tail. Then if the first toss is a head, it will lead to another toss which is either head or tail, and the head will branches out to another head or tail, and then the tail will branch for the second toss will branches out to another head or tail. But if the first toss is actually tail, then it will branches out to another head or tail. Then for the second toss head, it will branches out to another head or tail of the third toss, and the second toss of tail, it will branch out to a head or tail for the third toss. So altogether there are 8 different possibilities of outcome, which is actually head tail, head tail tail, tail head, tail head. There are altogether 4 different possibilities of outcomes if the second toss must be tail. So there will be head tail tail, tail head, tail. There are altogether 4 different possibility outcomes if the third toss must be head tail head, tail head. There are altogether 4 different possible outcomes if the second toss must be tail or the third toss must be head. There will be head tail, tail head, tail tail head, tail tail head, tail. The three outcomes above can be deduced without using the tree diagram too. There are altogether 8 different possible outcomes, which is actually 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 times 2, which is equal to 8. There are altogether 4 different possible outcomes if the second toss must be tail. Be 2 times 1 times 2, which is equal to 4. There are altogether 4 different possible outcomes if the third toss must be head. 2 times 2 times 1, which is equal to 4. There are altogether 4 different possible outcomes if the second toss must be tail or the third toss must be head. 2 times 1 times 2 equals to 4 plus 2 times 1 times 2, which is equal to 4, which is equal to 8. So what does it mean by 2 times 2 times 2 for the first one, which is altogether there are 8 different possible outcomes? Let's look back at the tree diagram. So for the first toss, there are 2 possibilities. That's why we get the first 2. For the second toss, there's also another 2 possibilities, either head or tail. So we get a second 2, and the third toss is also either a head or tail. So that will give us the answer 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. So for 2 times 1, for the possible outcomes if the second toss must be tail. So for the first toss there's head and tail, so it's actually a 2. So but the second toss must be a tail, so there's only 1 possibility, so it will take the tail root, 1 possibility, and then for the third toss it can either be head or tail, so that's why it's a 2. So it will form up to be 2 times 1 times 2, which is equals to 4. So for the 4 different possible outcomes is the third toss, and the third toss must be a head. It's the same as the second one, which says that the second toss must be tail. So first toss is either head or tail. Second toss is also either head or tail, but the last toss must be a head. So it will be a 1. So 2 times 2 times 1, which is equals 4. For the last one, which is 4 different possible outcomes if the second toss must be tail or third toss must be head. So for the first bracket, which is first toss, there is 2 possibilities, but the second toss must be a tail. That's why there's only 1 possibility. But the third toss must be a head. So there is 2 possibilities actually. Then because it states that either a second toss or a third toss must be tail or head, that's why there is 2 possibilities at the end. So the second will be 2 times 1 times 2 is equal to 4. That will be equals to, the first toss is tails or head, the second toss is head, and then the third toss is either tails or head. So that ends my presentation for the tree diagram.